Okay, and three more pamphlet type journals, three-hole pamphlet stitch bound, file folder treated to resemble leather somewhat. I crocheted this tie and then sewed it onto the back, so it's attached to here. Three-hole pamphlet stitch is how the paper is in there, and just basically painted paper sewed around the edges is in a decorative flourish. I only had a little bit left and didn't have anything else to do with it, so I was like, oh, I'll just run it here. So that's what I did. The inside is, I think, the offside of an envelope that I cut open, and just like this color or whatever, and only had a little bit left. So I did like a texturized kind of rough paint job for the inside cover. And you can see where I sewed the tie on. And this is just random paper. Some of it's bought paper. Well, I think all of this is bought paper. Yeah, it's just a mixture of Hanshi paper, Chinese rough paper. I think this is supposed to be decorative or whatnot. It's very, it sheds. So I'm trying to use it up as fast as I can. Some Korean mulberry paper with colors and whatnot interspersed throughout. So just a pretty straightforward pamphlet with different kinds of paper, feast of colors and textures, and a simple tie on the front of this one. And this one is, I only had two. For whatever reason, there were only two of these color file folders in the batch that I got. So these two both ended up, it took me a while to figure out what I was going to do with them, but they both ended up covers for, after I discovered the three-hole pamphlet stitch, which I love, they ended up covers for that. So again, this one, however, is embossed. Not embossed. Why do I keep saying that? Hole punched and eyelet. An eyelet put in there to have the ribbon go through, because I didn't want to squash the decorative paper ruffle with the ribbon. So that was how I established that connection. So ribbon from something, goodness only knows. I've been collecting it for years, so goodness only knows what it came from. Painted paper used as a decorative edge on the front and back, all the way around on the front cover and the back cover. Used a leftover envelope for the inside end paper and just painted it orange with leftover acrylic paint. Mixtures of different types of paper. Some of it is bought paper. Some of it comes from junk mail. And I didn't actually obscure. Usually I obscure where the mail came from, but in this one I just obscured the address and did not obscure what organization actually sent me the mail. So I don't know how I feel about that choice now, looking back on it. Again, this one is one I made a while back from a picture frame. So a mixture of different kinds of paper, some junk mail, some offcuts, some new paper, some from goodness only knows where. But pretty straightforward pamphlet from national parks. From Meals on Wheels and the national parks. I'm pretty sure this is from the National Parks Foundation. And credit cards. I get a lot of credit card offers and a little bit of Hanshi paper. This is actually, I didn't realize, this is actually folded, so it's like a little tuck pouch. So you could write on this, but it's very light, so it might bleed through, but you could write on something or anything, or just put another extra notebook in there in that little tuck pouch. So there's that on the front and the back. And I like the way this came out. It's not sealed in there, so if you're not careful, you could pull it out. But I like the way this came out. I was able to protect the ruffle on the back and still get a tie to secure things inside it without a whole lot of muss and fuss. So cool. So that's how that one came out. I love the way I tied this, and I have no idea if I'll be able to do it again when I undo it. So enjoy it while you see it now. And I don't know where this rope came from. It's a tie for something, but basically it was too long to just do one round, and it was too short to do two rounds, so I just doubled it over and folded it like that, and it is not attached. So this cover is embossed file folder for the most part, decorative painted paper sewn around the edges, antique Mod Podge treated to give it a textured antique look, and basically sewed all the different embossed file folders and cut them up, and then sewed them back together, and treated them with the Mod Podge, the antique Mod Podge on the front only. I just realized I did not do antique Mod Podge on the back, and this I had. The sewing developed a weakness in the paper here, so I basically took really, really light, transparent fabric. It wasn't muslin, but it was something similar, basically completely transparent. And so I took a piece of fabric and glued it down to give a little bit more strength to the cover, because one of the places where I sewed them together was not sturdy, not strong at all. So inside is just stickers, actually. I had these 8.5 by 11 sticker pages that I can use to print stickers on, but I didn't print stickers on this one. I just used it to cover the inside of the embossed images and whatnot, give it a little bit more strength and cohesion. Sewed it all the way around to help it stick together. Did the same on the back cover. And inside is just, I think, mostly bought paper of different types. So you can see the color paper is the Korean mulberry paper, then the graph paper, the calligraphy practice, I'm looking for one of those, calligraphy practice paper. So I think this is just a pamphlet with a bunch of different types of paper and textures and colors and whatnot, emphasizing the blue-green theme. And let's see if I can, one signature, I think, yeah, just one signature in this one, a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And let's see if I can do this again. How did I do that? We'll do this for now. I'll come back to that later, see if I can remember how I did that.